Governor Pritzker is backing President Biden despite calls from several Democrats for the president to end his election bid. Speaking today in Chicago, Pritzker says Joe Biden is the Democratic nominee and he supports him despite the recent poor debate performance and polls showing the president is trailing former President Trump. The governor says he's looking forward to hitting the campaign trail as a Biden surrogate.
I'm all in for Joe Biden. Joe Biden's going to be the nominee of the Democratic Party. I'm going to go out there and wholeheartedly campaign for him. I've endorsed him and Kamala Harris. He's going to be at the convention in August accepting the nomination, and I'll be cheering for him in the audience.
Pritzker's comments come as fellow Illinois Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley is calling on Biden to drop out of the race.